Mexican street corn, better known as elote, is typically something you cannot eat if you're on keto. Until now, I got you. Did you know that you can eat baby corn on keto? So first we want to start with the sauce. You want to take mayo, sour cream, chopped cilantro, garlic, chili powder, and cotija cheese. Mix it all together and set that aside. Go ahead and take your can of baby corn, drain it, dry it with a paper towel, spray a cast iron skillet, and get those gorgeous char marks on there. Toss it in that beautiful sauce, plate it up, top it with more cotija cheese, some more chili powder, and drizzle it with lime juice. And once again, you can enjoy some elote. If you try this recipe, please let me know what you think. And don't forget to like and follow for more low carb and keto recipes just like this one.
I know exactly what you're looking for. An easy, creamy, healthy chicken dish. Well, I got you. Let's go.
Butterfly 2 chicken breasts and beat them like they owe you money. Once they are nice and flat, let's hit them up with the usual suspects. Garlic and onion powder. Also added some Cajun, oregano, and to hit the taste buds with spice, some red crust pepper. Lay them down on an olive-oiled pan and don't forget to season the other side. Once you see a nice crust, let's flip them over and do the same to the other side. Once both sides are seared, let's put them aside. Now to make the sauce, I used a half a cup of roasted red bell pepper. Then add a half a cup of heavy cream, 2 garlic cloves, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Blend that together and you got your sauce. Now let's cook it up. Oops, that can't be healthy for you. Let's add a nice generous dash of garlic salt, black pepper, and paprika and mix it all up. Once the sauce is talking back to you, add the chicken back in and let them simmer all together in the nice hot saucy jacuzzi. Add dollops of cream cheese all around and stick it in the oven at 350 for 15 minutes. And voila! It's so good and creamy. I'm telling you, you gotta add this to your dinner rotation. And now my favorite part, the wifey's reaction.
Keto buffalo chicken nuggets is what we're making today. You will need 1 can of Kirkland chicken breast fully drained, half a cup of mozzarella cheese, 1 egg, pepper, garlic powder, and 2 tablespoons of Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Now mix all the ingredients until well combined. Once well combined, take a baking sheet with parchment paper and start forming your chicken nuggets. You should form 12. Now preheat your oven to 400 degrees. Place baking sheet on the middle rack and cook for 10 minutes. Once the 10 minutes is up, flip your chicken nuggets over, stick it back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Let cool, serve with a side of ranch, and that's all there is to it. And to think all 12 chicken nuggets are just 3 net carbs and 450 calories. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe for more easy keto recipes like this one. Aloha.
So I made these keto chocolate chip cookies. They have less than 1 net carb. Let me show you how to make them. Oh my God. How could you take just 1 bite? So first things first, we're going to sift some almond flour into a large bowl. Then we're going to add some baking soda and some salt. We're going to whiskify that until it combines and set the bowl aside. In another large bowl, we're going to add some softened butter, some 0 carb brown sweetener, some 0 carb confectioner sweetener. Then we're going to get out a hand mixer, beat that until it's creamy. Once it's creamy, we're going to add a large egg, beat that until it combines, add some vanilla extract, beat that until it combines, add our dry ingredients in there, mix until a thick dough forms, add some keto-friendly chocolate chips, mix those in, refrigerate the dough for about a half hour. After that amount of time, we can get our cookie scoop out some of that dough on a baking sheet, bake at 325 for about 10 minutes. The full recipe is on my blog as well as in my bio.
Day 13 of 30 of 30-minute recipes, we are making the sour cream and onion cauliflower bake. To make it, cook some frozen cauliflower rice, then in the same pan, melt some butter, and then cook chopped onion and minced garlic until fragrant. Add the cauliflower rice, butter, sour cream, cheddar cheese, green onions, and spices to a mixing bowl and mix that together before adding the onion and garlic and mixing again. Transfer that to a pan and spread it into an even layer before sprinkling on some grated Parmesan and then baking at 450 degrees for about 8 minutes, then broiling for about 1 to 2 minutes. Garnish with some green onions.
So today I wanted to pay tribute to the very first dish that ever went viral on my page, and this is a delicious cilantro lime chicken. Okay, to a bowl, I have some cubed chicken breast. I'm going to season it with some fresh cracked black pepper, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and some smoked paprika. Just going to give it a mix, and on a medium-high heat skillet, I am going to cook the chicken until all of the chicken has sealed and it's no longer pink. I do not want to cook this fully. I want to cook it till it's about 90% done, then set it aside. It's going to finish cooking in our sauce that we prepare later. So to the same pan, I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of butter along with 1 finely diced onion. Going to give it a mix. We're going to cook this until it starts to turn brown and translucent. I'm going to add in a couple of tablespoons of fresh garlic, some red chili flakes, and we're going to give that a nice little toss around. And I don't know why I did this in slow motion. It lasted way too long, so I'm sorry about that. And to this, if it ever finishes, I'm going to add in the fresh juice of 1 lime and lime zest. Oh my god, this is so slow. I forgot to turn off that feature. Then we're going to give it a mix and add in about a handful of fresh cilantro. Now, that's the star of my dish, I think. Now, see, we're back to normal. We're going to add in about 2 cups of chicken broth, a pinch of salt if you need it. My chicken broth wasn't salty. And a good splash of heavy cream. Now I'm going to cook this until it starts to bubble and reduce. Once it becomes slightly thickened, we're going to toss back in our chicken, give it a nice stir, and I'm just going to cover and let it simmer for like 10 minutes. And I'm serving mine over some spaghetti squash, but it's perfect with any kind of basmati rice by itself or any.
The easiest dinner that you can make takes 2 ingredients, and it's a family favorite. I have some frozen chicken breast. You could also use some frozen chicken thighs, boneless, skinless. I am going to just pile all of these in the crock pot. They are all still frozen, not thawed one bit. And my favorite, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. I am going to, oh my goodness, make a big mess, but after that, then I'm going to coat my chicken in the Sweet Baby Ray's. Sometimes the kids make this while I'm still at work, and it's awesome to come home to a finished dinner. I'm going to put my cook time on low so that it cooks slowly, but even though it says low 10 hours, this is probably going to be ready in about 3.5 hours. So in just a few hours, you can have a pretty good dinner. Add some veggies and a salad, you're good to go. Enjoy.
This chicken zucchini casserole is a super easy weeknight dinner that's naturally low carb, gluten-free, high in protein, all the good things. So first, slice your zucchini and then press the water out. You don't want to have a watery, soupy casserole, so really put some muscle into it. Cube some chicken breast, put it in the bottom of your pan, and spread it with some salt and some pesto sauce. Add some onions on top and then those zucchinis, and then cover in some marinara sauce and some cheese and bake it until golden brown and bubbly. Full recipe on foodfaithfitness.com.
I got this recipe from my friend Chef Bob on TikTok, and it was so good. When I was a little girl, my mom used to make this dish called sausage and scalloped potatoes, and this tasted just like it, except it had cabbage instead of potatoes. So basically, you slice up your cabbage, throw it in a cast iron skillet with a stick of butter, garlic, salt, pepper, and a 1.5 cups of heavy cream. He cooked his on the grill, but I decided to cook mine on the Blackstone. I sliced up some Italian sausage, and once it was cooked, I added it to the cabbage and topped it all with some Parmesan cheese.
Cauliflower fried rice. Let me show you how I made it. Start with your cauliflower rice and add that to a pan, and then you're going to use just some frozen veggies, and don't be afraid of corn and carrots. They're not going to make you fat. And then doctor it up with some spices. I like some low sodium soy sauce or Bragg's, but whatever you like. I like a little bit of chili oil. I think it just really brings a lot of flavor. I like to add eggs for added protein. This dish is pretty much just vegetables and protein. It's so easy to make, and it's one of the best volume meals in my opinion. It's also great for meal prep. The full recipe and macros is on my website, JanelleRoller.com.